Okay, yes, we are back for another reveals and stuff. Legends Festival 2024 Part 2 is here. And we're starting off with Daima. Hang on. Whoa now. I was just going in. Hit that like and subscribe. Sparking Tamagami number 3. Whoa, my God, they really are just kicking this off. I'm a little bit late to this, but I thought I'd do a reveals anyway and a reaction. And we're just kicking it off with absolute fire. Tamagami number 3 to start it off. Okay. Okay. Alright, like I said, hit that like and subscribe. Sure. And the LF. The character for Dragon Ball Daima. I actually like the Daima theme tune, but I will mute this. Super Saiyan Goku. Like his fight against Glorio. Yeah. Makes sense. It's probably the hypest one so far. Super Saiyan Goku Mini. Legends Limited. Okay. I mean, the animations are looking pretty fire here. Yes! This is probably the best part of Daima so far. And I believe he goes Super Saiyan 2 there, doesn't he? Oh, we even get... Nice. That's a nice start. Now, we probably guessed that from their, like, 3, 2, 1 sort of thing, because of the Daima colours. Even had the Daima logo on it, to be fair. And we're just starting this off with this. Okay, now we can put this back on a little bit, because there's no copyright music. So, kicking it off, Tamagami number 3, Super Saiyan Goku from Daima. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe. I thought I'd do a bit of a reaction, even though I am a bit late. I've only got back from work and things like that. Now, the observant of all of you probably have noticed my face is not the greatest. I will get into that as we go through this. Long story short, I stacked it over a tree, which is brilliant. And it really hurts to speak. So you might have to bear with me just a little bit. But, by this point as well, they should have the breakdowns as well of at least the Legends Limited characters. Stay to the end because I will do them as well. But I want to see what we've got in store for us throughout the reveals and stuff. He is a larger character, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Now, I've got to say, I do really enjoy Daima. I think they're still building up a little bit. I did do... okay. All right. We'll have a little look at what's going on first before I go into all of that. We will have a little look at what Tamagami does now, because it would be very vague, and it won't be on the website, but we'll look at the Goku later on down the line. Okay, so that's the green cards, blast cards. Blue? With blast armor, okay. Sure. So he's purple, defense type. Daima and weapon wielder, and he buffs Daima and weapon wielder as well. Okay, I'm actually just going to pause this for now. Following effects, powerful debuffs upon entering the battlefield, plus recovery in a pinch. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Reduce enemy key, inflicts all enemies with -1 card draw speed, destroys 1 enemy card. Seals enemies' main abilities 5 timer count, seals special arts. And seals rise and rush. Okay, restores own health by 30% if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an arts card. Sure. Now my light is actually... Okay, I think I've sorted that just a little bit. Let's go on to the third page, see what else he does. Applies the following effects itself after gaining 3 or more Dragon Balls when this character is not defeated. Activates 1, 70% to damage inflicted, key recovery, extra card draw speed, unfavorable factors, and applies nullifies enemy reduced Dragon Ball effects 50 timer counts. Increases own Dragon Balls by 2 when an ally activates a Rise and Rush. Interesting. Okay, sure. Okay, let's have a little look at the animations at the very least. What's that, a cover change? Oh. Oh, don't tell me that's an AoE green card, is it? That's the blue. Is it? Oh, was that the blue? That's the blue. Oh, that's the LF, isn't it? That looks so good, to be fair. I mean, it makes sense. Daima's the new stuff that's out at the moment, isn't it, for Dragon Ball? So it makes sense to capitalize on that. I don't know if I find Daima characters as hype as things like Beast Gohan and when that was all about and stuff. But like I said, I do like Daima, and it makes sense. Okay, skip past it, because we'll look at the breakdown a bit later on, because I think it's on the website. If not, we'll come back. Jaka-Jan is in the game, which is the Daima theme tune, is it not? Which I really like it, actually, to be fair. So yeah, like I said, Daima is the new thing that's out. So it does make sense to capitalize on it as soon as it's pretty much happening as well, within a couple of weeks, which is decent. Oh, expected trials. Okay, they did this with like Beast Gohan and stuff, didn't they? So if you've got one of the character, you can complete the actual stage, get some extra multi-Z power. Alright, cool, yeah. But yeah, Daima, I really do enjoy Daima, but it's like more like a fun story to go through. It's not as like hype moments and things like that so far as like Beast Gohan or like Gogeta Blue vs Broly and things like that, but there's plenty of Daima to go, and it is nice that they're filling out this roster. We've already got 2 Gokus from Daima. This is the 3rd, and then we've got Tamagami, then we've got Glorio. It'd be interesting to see who else they release, because obviously there's so much more. There's like Piccolo, Vegeta, you could have more variations of Glorio, because we have the one that we got now doesn't have that like electric whip attack whenever he does. Okay, yeah, if we reach 100,000 total views worldwide during the time period below, everyone gets 500cc. Nice. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, login bonus. Okay, Chrono Crystals, slot removers, the medals. They are quick fire this. Line them up. What? The bingo. Alright, okay. The bingo event. Sure. They did this in 6th anniversary, as he's just said. Fair enough. LL guaranteed ticket as well. And multi-Z power and CC. Not bad. Extra free stuff. Multi-Z power battle. Play for 7 days and you can earn LL multi-Z power. Okay, I'll be doing that. I'll probably be sticking it in my Goku Black until I get into 6 stars as well. So I'm not summoning on that banner again. It's just not worth it. Non-stop festival raids. Number 4 is coming. Nice. Okay. Extra CC. All that sort of stuff. Honestly, they are quick, rapid fire in this, to be fair. Okay, we've got the 2nd season as well, more CC and things, and we've got the Festival Challenge Battle. Okay. New equipment. Okay. Daima stuff. Yeah. Daima and Daima all weapon wielder. Okay, sure. I mean, makes sense, because they're trying to flesh out this team. You've got to give them some good equipment as well. And then we've got a mega upgrade bonanza. Remember, usually when the Ultra comes out in these celebrations, they do an Ultra bonanza, which is obviously better. So just bear that in mind. New platinum equipment. Oh god, who is it? Super Saiyan Gogeta gets a platinum equipment, who I am 1 copy off 14 stars with him. So that's going to be a fun video. That's all the info. Well, I'm watching this a bit late, so I know that there is more to go. So what else have we got? I'm expecting 2 banners here. I had an idea about the Daima stuff. Anything else, I'm not entirely sure about, to be honest. Yeah. Fake out, we get it. You like doing the fake out, Toshi. Come on, give us some more. Okay, here it is. We knew there's going to be a fake out. I'm expecting there's going to be copyright music here, so this is going to be the 2nd banner, I'm assuming. I'll never give up. Never. Videl? The girls' tag's getting a couple of buffs here. Not that that's really a team. Videl. Majin Buu saga again. Well, Majin Vegeta's going to love this, isn't he? Cool. That's it. Let's buff Majin Vegeta. He really needed it. And who's the LF? I feel this is definitely copyrighted, so I'm glad I've got it on mute. I have, yes. Speaking of the devil, there he is, Majin Vegeta. You know, before you get to Capsule Corp, you're going to have to go through me. Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Transforming? They're not going to do that moment, are they? To be fair, when was the last time we had a Super Saiyan 2 Goku from this saga? I find it a bit weird they do more Majin Buu, to be honest. Take it up to the next level. They are doing that moment. Nice. Well, they didn't really give much away of that moment, to be honest. I'd be interested to see how that goes in-game, because that is one of the hypest moments out of all the Dragon Ball. Woohoo! Hello! Okay. Interesting, LF. Interesting choices, to be honest. Oh, you're not done yet? Shock. Daima makes sense because it's the new thing. Even though like people might not be as super hyped for it as like I said, Beast Gohan or something, but Super Saiyan 2 into Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Videl. I don't know how to feel about that. Let me know your thoughts down below. I don't know. I mean, it is a cool moment. Oh, we'll have a look at Videl's and then we'll look at Goku's later, like I said. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this. One thing I don't like is there's Majin Buu Saga again. Not keen on that. I think they could have buffed something else. So Videl's blue, melee type, girls. Majin Buu Saga, girls. And character Gohan. Okay. Alright. What else has she done? She's got 5 pages. Okay. Applies the following for extra self every time this character uses a strikes card, activates once, draws a strike card, nullify cover change, reduces enemy sustained damage cut effects, and it's reset when the character switches. Or the character uses a special arts card. Flicks all the enemies with attribute downgrade. Plus 30 blast. That's going to be so. Restores advantage engaged by 100% upon landing a tackle or quick attack hit activates once. Activation counts reset after character switch. That is going to be incredibly powerful. We'll see in game, but quick attack? Tackle, not so much, because obviously if they like strike card you, whatever, but quick attack randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate card Videl Rush next with the main ability, nullifies unfavorable factors, cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Okay. And use with the tag girls characters to buff allies, which, I mean, that's just come out for part 1. The following effects occur when the battle starts if there's a character girls battle member other than this character in the party. Increased damage inflicted by how much? Restores own health by 30% only once when it reaches 0, so get endurance. Increases damage inflicted by tag allied girls. Are they trying to make the girls tag actually be quite usable? I don't know. Okay, alright. So that's Videl. We'll take a look at Goku. We'll take a look at the animations of Goku, but we'll take a look at what Goku does later. But I really don't know how to feel about this. Like I said, it's a cool moment and all that. But for Legends Fest Part 2, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I said, Daima makes sense, even though I don't find it as... Am I hyped up for this as I was for like the anniversary and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what he does towards the end. Okay, it was worrying how much I had to skip forward there. So I'd be interested to see what he does. Those are the banners, weren't they? So, I mean, they're not giving anything away with that. BGM, okay, sure. One final announcement, which is... Battle Hour. Okay, Battle Hour's coming, yeah. Sure. All in America, so there's not much I can do because I'm here in Wales, in Britain. Enjoy, all of you that go. Anything else doesn't look like it? Okay, let's take a look at the kit. Okay, I guess we'll start off with Goku Mini because it's the first one that came up. I'm going to pause that just for now. Also, I did say that I will let you know what happened to my face, but yes, I went out, it was dark, it was very windy in Britain, and I went basically for a run home. I just stacked it over a tree and just face planted the floor. So for those of you who come this far, you can enjoy that and laugh at me. Anyway, right, okay. Get stronger and stronger during battle. Sure. Okay. Strengths. Special arts that buff self based on the number of uses. Draw special move arts and get permanent buffs to damage inflicted. Starting with the second use, you even nullify enemy endurance effects for 3 timer counts. That could be strong. Get buffs when the enemy uses a big attack. I think it was a big bag attack. Nullify unfavorable factors when the enemy activates Ultimate Awaken Arts and gain endurance if they activate Rising Rush. Goku will only get stronger as the opponent fires off big attacks even when not on the battlefield. Charge unique gauge by using arts. Draw special arts when you fill up the unique gauge up to 4 times. Do so and you can use the special arts into special move combo. It is going to be an AO green, isn't it? Okay. Special move arts will consume the entire unique gauge to inflict no switching. So it's seriously strong combo. Superpower in small package have blast fighting your fiercest foes with Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku Mini. Okie dokie. So he's a red type, which is a red type buff for obviously Saiyans, Super Saiyan, Som family. Obviously the main focus is Daima and Weapon Wielder. Kids isn't really a team and they don't look like they're going to be focusing on that. Buffing Daima, Som family, Weapon Wielder, sure. Strike arts have armor, so he's got blast armor. Okay. Blast, impact, just normal. Special move. If the unique gauge is full when using its arts, you'll inflict all enemies with no switching. Aim to KO a specific enemy, which as we know, it can be very powerful because of Margin Vegeta is a perfect example of that. Granted, that's his ultimate, but deals massive explode damage, 40% special move damage inflicted. If the unique gauge is full, resets open unique gauge to 0, inflicts all enemies with no switching. So only if the unique gauge is full. It's got blast armor on that as well. The green card. Okay. Buff self based on the number of uses. You can get up to 90% boost to damage inflicted at the start with the second use. Nullify enemy endurance effects. Since you draw special move arts, you can combo into and if you've got a full gauge, you can lock them in as well. Draw special move arts next. Restore zone health by 15 and ki by 50. 30% is damage inflicted. Applies the following effects depending on how many times it's used. Card 1, 40% is damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. 30% is damage inflicted. I was going to say, if it's not cannot be cancelled. Card 2 is 30% damage inflicted, so that'd be 70. And then he also nullifies endurance for 3 timer counts. Card 3 onwards, plus 20% is damage inflicted, activates once. Okay, so you can get 90 in total. Minus 10 special move arts for 15 timer counts. Nullifies enemies' endurance effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. It doesn't say it's an AoE green here, but when we looked at the if I go on here, actually I've got that off. If we go over to the Goku, it's this that looks like it might be. I don't know, we'll see in game. I hope it's not, man. AoE greens, like, don't get me wrong, I use them and stuff, but it's because you're at a disadvantage if you don't. Like, they're just brutal. But anyway, ultimate. Nullify endurance effect on activation. Use the ultimate with unique gauge fold to reduce enemy sustained damage cut effects. So your chance to deal big damage. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Plus 50 to ultimate damage. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects. Applies the following effects to enemy on hit. Minus 50 to key recovery. Minus 1 to card draw speed. If the unique gauge is full, resets the unique gauge to 0 and applies attribute upgrade. Minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects. Wow, that was hard for me to say. Okay, so far, I mean, pending this being an AoE green, he's not looking like too toxic or anything. We'll see. Let's look at his abilities. Boost unique gauge charge rate whilst also restoring health and ki. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws the ultimate arts. Dome speed rush, they're calling this. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 30. Increases Dragon Balls by 2, just standard. Plus 50% to unique gauge charge rate for 20 timer counts, and nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 20 timer counts. Unique ability 1. Boost strike damage inflicted every time you use a strike arts. Plus you can nullify enemy special cover changes and destroy card effects just by entering the battlefield. Goku will have an easy time maintaining a combo. Okay. Except for under specific circumstances, right? Goku has a powerful ability to nullify an enemy's wide-range special arts. Okay. Actually, does it say wide-range special? It doesn't anywhere here. So, like, Omega Shenron and people like that, basically. Okay. And the like, transforming Beast Gohan and things. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 170% damage inflicted. Bearing in mind, you can get an extra 90 on top of that. Reduce damage received by 70. Reduces impact damage by 10%. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. Minus 10 to strike arts. Cannot be cancelled. Okay. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restores key by 30. Gets cover change for cover null for 10 timer counts. Nullifies destroy card effects to self for 10 timer counts. So basically Goku Black or Rose, the Transformer one that came out for part 1. You're even worse off. Randomly destroys 1 enemy card. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 15 to strike, blast, special move, ultimate, and awaken arts power for 10 timer counts. That's when he comes into the battlefield. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike arts card. Charges unique gauge by 20%. Activates twice. Activation count resets when the character switches. 15% to strike damage inflicted. That can be cancelled though. Applies the following effects to self when the enemy switches characters whilst this character is on the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card in the 3 of your cards. Restores vanishing gauge by 50%. Only once though. Okay. Okay. I don't know if 50's enough for what you're trying to do there. When it's activates once. If it was activates twice, then you'd be looking pretty good. But activate count resets when the character switch. 20% of damage inflicted. And nullifies unfavorable factors. Nullifies AoE, green cards basically. Activates once. Has a special cover change against strike arts. Goku will get stronger and stronger as the opponent fires off big attacks. You'll even gain endurance effect when they rise and rush. Plus, Goku has a unique gauge that charges when you use arts. You can draw a special arts when you fill it to max up to 4 times. Lands the powerful special arts into special move arts combo. That suggests the scenario. Yeah. Knocks back, yeah. Cover change against strike. Okay. Charges unique gauge every time this character uses an arts card whilst they're on the battlefield. Applies the following effects to self once the unique gauge is full. Draws a special arts card next. Activates 4 times. Restores health by 20 and key by 30. 20% damage inflicted. That can be cancelled by the looks of things. The following effects occur when the enemy activates Rise and Rush, whilst this character is not defeated, so even if he's not on the battlefield. Restores own health by 30. Restores own health by 30%, only one, so endurance. Shortens own sub counts by 5, and cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. Oh. That's quite powerful. So whilst he's not on the... So, a little bit like Gotenks, if you bring him in when the enemy rushes, so long as it's not someone who's got like the buff effect that cannot be cancelled, he won't die, basically, which is nice. Applies the following effects to self when the enemy uses ultimate or awaken arts whilst this character is not defeated. Restores health by 20%. Extra card draw speed. Activates once. Cannot be cancelled either. Shortens sub count by 2. And nullifies unfavorable factors. Okay, alright, okay. Applies the following effects to self when the enemy activates a special move whilst this character is not defeated. Restores health by 10%, 20% damage inflicted, up to 60, cannot be cancelled. He's getting a lot of damage inflicted, this guy. 25% to key recovery, 10% to crit rate, up to 40. Okay, looks somewhat solid. Somewhat solid. I'm trying to see here. See, that looks like an AoE green to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but It does. But, okay, let's take a look at, who was the other guy? Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Well, I guess it's actually Super Saiyan 2 Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3, but, they need to do that moment justice. Let me just see. Because they didn't show us much of it, did they? That can't just be it. Surely not. Because that just doesn't sit right with me. But okay. Right, let's see what this guy does. Transforms to Super Saiyan 3. Okay. Overwhelming offense to Super Saiyan 3. Transform to nullify enemies' cover change and endurance effects, as well as get a huge offensive buffs that lasts 100 timer counts and cannot be cancelled. After transforming, Goku will nullify enemy special cover changes and endurance effects on entering the battlefield too. Charge unique gauge by charging ki. Okay, it's one of them. Before transforming, fill up the gauge to restore ally health and buff their damage inflicted. After transforming, you'll be able to consume the gauge for buffs. So you want to build up the gauge before you transform. Special move arts will be buffed to nullify unfavorable element factors. Special arts will restore vanishing gauge. Okay. Many ways to shorten sub counts. If you transform when you gauge is full, Goku sub counts will permanently be shortened by 2. Plus, allied sub counts will be shortened when your opponent switches characters whilst Goku's on the battlefield. And also when landing a special move art, it's easy to get Goku on or off the battlefield. Okay. So he's green. Obviously, Som Family, Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Otherworld Warrior, Majin Buu. Majin Buu Saga, Som Family, and Saiyan are basically the only team, or the real teams. Could be replacing Evil Buu and Majin Buu Saga, but we'll see. So he's buffing Majin Buu Saga, Som Family, and Saiyan. Okay. He's got Blast Armor. He also restores his own ki by 10 upon activation. Recover ki on Blast as well. Special move. Greatly reduce the enemy's ki on hit. You'll shorten the allied sub counts as well, making it easier to switch between characters. Deals massive impact damage, 30% special move damage. Following effects occur on hit. Shortens allied sub counts by 3s. It's not bad. Got a hit though. Reduce enemy ki by 60. That's a lot. Okay. Special. Nullify enemy special cover changes. You also charge the... Oh, okay. It's one of these. Charge the unique gauge to use special arts to quickly fill it up to max. Randomly draws 1 new card. Restores own health by 15% and ki by 40. I'm already feeling giving him loads and loads of green cards. Charges unique gauge by 20%. 20% is damage inflicted. And then nullifies the cover changes. Main ability. Transform it into Super Saiyan 3 and nullify enemy special cover changes and endurance effects if the unique gauge is full. When you do, restore the vanishing gauge by 100%. I wonder if the abilities... We'll have a look. Transforms to Super Saiyan 3. Restores health by 50% and ki by 50. Gets cover change. Nullify cover change even. Nullify endurance. So that's 10 and 15. Cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Following effects occur if the unique gauge is full. Randomly draws at most 4 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Vanishing gauge by 100%. Extra Dragon Balls. Nullifies destroy card effects. I just realised Daima Goku and this guy together is just going to be piling on Dragon Balls. Like with the other Daima Goku as well. So you can get, just from main abilities, I think you can get, what was it, 5? Okay. 2 from the other Goku, 1 from this guy, and I'm sure the other one gives 2 as well. At the very least, he gives 1, doesn't he? Shorten sub counts by 2 to self. Destroys all your enemies' cards. Okay, nice, lovely. Boosts own damage inflicted every time you use a strike or blast arts. Not only that, you'll draw up to 2 times, allowing for some serious combo power. Applies the following effects when the battle starts. 160 damage inflicted, which is actually less than Daima Goku. Reduce damage received by 70, 30% to ki recovery, extra card draw speed, -5 to arts cost. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores health by 10 and ki by 20. Charges unique gauge by 10%. Okay. Just when he comes in, okay. 60% damage inflicted, which on top of is another reason that's probably a little bit less. Reduce impact, explode, and slice damage received by 10% for 15 timer counts. Goku Black is just being rinsed throughout the celebration. The following effects occur every time this character uses Strike or Blast Arts card. Randomly draws one new card, activates twice. Activation count resets after character switch. 15% damage inflicted. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, -15 to health restoration. Following effects occur when the enemy switches characters whilst its characters on the battlefield. Restores key by 30, shortens ally subcount by 2, plus 10% damage received, and -1 to card draw speed. Okay. Yeah, he does have more when he's... Right, okay, so it does change when he's 6 in 3. Alright. So he's got cover change against strike arts. When you perform a cover change, destroy your opponent's cards and increase enemy arts cost. Excellent combo stopping power. We'll see against Vegeta Blue. We'll see. Goku's unique gauge will charge when you charge key, filling it up. Okay. So he's got cover change against strike. The following effects occur when changing cover. Randomly destroys one card, destroys one enemy card, activates 3 times, so you can do 3 times basically. Activation count is shed before and after transforming. Inflicts enemies with attribute downgrades +5 to strike, blast, and special move arts costs. Following effects occur when the enemy activates a special move, ultimate arts, awaken arts, or rising rush whilst his characters on the battlefield. Restores health by 15, activates 3 times. Shortens allies subcounts by 3. Cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects, activates 3 times. That's going to be so annoying to deal with. Shortens own subcount by 3 when the enemy activates an awaken arts, ultimate arts, or rising rush whilst his character is on standby. Restores ally health by 20% when his character is defeated. So he's got death buff. 50% to unique gauge charge rate when an ally other than this character is defeated. Okay. So he's got some death buffs, and he's got death buffs coming to him too. Okay. Quickly charges the unique gauge according to key charge time whilst his character is on the battlefield. Following effects occur once a unique gauge is full. Draws special arts cards, restores ally health, 15% damage inflicted by allies, cannot be cancelled, obviously that's him as well. Seals enemies special arts, sealed arts cannot be used for 5 timer counts. Okay, a lot of this will be the same. Blast armor, key by 10, key by 10. Consume 25% of the unique gauge to nullify unfavorable element factors. Massive impact damage, 30% damage inflicted. That's the same as well. It's just he gets type neutral basically. Okay. Draw 2 cards when you activate special arts and nullify enemy's cover change on hit. You can go for combo into other arts, so use them to go for a KO. Consume 25% of the unique gauge and restore vanishing gauge by 70%. 70% is a lot better than the 50 we talked about earlier. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Randomly draws 2 new cards. Restores, I think that's the same. Extra damage inflicted. Following effects occur on hit. Applies buff effect, cover change, basically nullify cover change. 20% of damage received for the enemy. And it's like a charging forwards green card by the looks of things. The unique gauge is 25% or more, consumes 25% of this unique gauge, restores vanishing gauge by 70%, inflicts all enemies with 3 sub-counts. Okay. Main ability, greatly reduces all enemies' health restoration, draws a special move art, be able to deal big damage even to troublesome enemies with lots of health recovery, like Evil Boo. Draw special move arts cards next, restores health by 30 and key by 50, charges his own unique gauge by 20%, cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -50. How many times does he? It's like 4 times so far that he cancels those. Okay. So he charges a unique gauge by 100% after transforming, applies the following effects to self for 100 timer counts after transforming. 40% damage inflicted, 50% key recovery, increased card draw speed, -5 to special move arts, nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, nullifies unfavorable element factors too. Applies the following effects to self when his character enters the battlefield. He randomly draws 1 new card meaning 3 of field cards, restores health by 10% and key by 20. He gets cover change for 10 timer counts, reduce impact, explode, and slice damage received by 10%, and nullifies endurance as well. It's a lot. Following effects occur every time this character uses a strike or blast art. So bear in mind, you're coming in, you're getting this after transforming, pretty decent. Then you come in after transforming, you get all of that. Sure, it runs out after a while, but you use your first card with your cover null, and you go straight into this bit. Randomly draws one new card, activates twice. 15% damage inflicted, and minus 15 to health restoration. The following effects occur when this character switches characters whilst this character is on the battlefield. That was character way too many times. Restores key by 30, sub counts, damage received, minus 1 card draw speed. So now his cover changes against blast arts. I'm not a big fan of when it does this, but I guess it can catch people out because you forget that it changes. The following effects occur when changing cover. Randomly destroy. This is the same, I think. Following effects occur when the enemy uses. Sure, I think that's the same as well. Shorten sub counts by 3 when the enemy uses. Restores ally health by 20% when this character is defeated. That's the same as well. And quickly charges own unique gauge according to key charge time whilst this character's on the battlefield. So, I don't really know how to feel of these, both these units. They look both pretty solid. Pretty solid. Very offensive units. I think they're trying to come out of this like meta that we're in right now, which is like timer meta. It is boring. It is horrible. So it does make sense, but I still don't know how to feel of the units, to be honest. They look decent enough, and I'd be interested to see what they like in game. Of course, we'll be summoning tomorrow. It'll be released 6 o'clock my time in Britain, so whatever that is for you, I believe, because that's when maintenance finishes. So I'll probably go live at like 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish, just because sometimes there's so many issues after. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. I still don't know how I feel. I'll have a think over tonight. I know I was a bit late today. I know I was working and things like that. It is what it is, unfortunately. But like I said, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, catch you later. Ciao.